Good morning. Oh, toys. And happy Wednesday. How's everyone doing today? Hi. Woo. Okay, I'm feeling good. May all of you feel good too. We'll give it about 2 minutes here. Allow everyone to come in, and then we'll start our session. All right. All right, cool. I see a lot more people have joined now. Thank you for joining. We're going to start this session now. We're going to start it as always the same way, where we connect to our why in trading. So take a moment, get comfortable in your chair. Put your feet flat on the ground. And just relax your body. As we relax our body, our mind goes into the same step of relaxation. So in trading, everybody talks about the $100,000 months. They talk about their Lambos and their fancy dinners and fancy travels. I see it all the time. But that's not why you were called to trading. God put trading in your heart because you have gifts to share with the world. And those gifts do not need you confined to a 40-hour work week. No. What those gifts need is for you to master yourself in order to call in abundance from the markets so that you may live your life with freedom and love to express your gift to the world. So that's why we take the time now to connect to our heart and to connect to our purpose in trading. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to locate our mind. As we connect to our mind, we will either see a nice blue glow, or in our imagination, we will see our pink squishy brain in our skulls. So take a moment, connect to your mind, and as you connect to your mind, find that little white string, pull it down, and connect it to your heart. Please do that now. As we connect to our heart, we will see in our imagination a nice green glow. We will see that white string anchored to our heart. Or maybe we'll see our red beating heart in our chests. But once the visual forms in your mind, you can feel it in your body, then the connection has been made. So the trading session is over. You just took a loss within your plan. Great job. Now take a moment to live out your perfect day in your imagination. What we're going to do is we're going to see it as clearly as possible. We're going to imagine all the little details, and with those details, we're going to feel the freedom. We're going to feel the freedom, feel the love, and feel the joy. So take a moment now and live out that perfect day in your mind. So as we're living out those details and those feelings surround our body, we're going to hold them for 25 seconds. So lean in now and make those feelings as strong as possible. I'm going to count for us. You just enjoy. Halfway there. Keep going. Nice job. Now that we've connected to our purpose, we're going to come back to reality. So wiggle your nose, wiggle your fingers, and just float back into the room. As we float back, we don't want to do any sudden movements, just slowly and calmly. So now that we've made it back into the room, we're going to pull out our journals for our journaling portion of this session. So grab your journals. Yeah! A very important part of our journaling is that we journal in a physical journal that we use only for journaling. So it can be pre-market, post-market, in the same journal. It doesn't matter. As long as this journal only contains your feelings and intentions. What this does is it gives us data to go back through and to read and to see how far we've come. And that data is so important because the trading session can fly by and then afterwards we've got nothing left. But at least if we take the time to write it all in an organized book, that does all the heavy lifting for us. Woo! So we're going to start with the date. pre-market journal. The way we do our journaling here is very special. We work with our subconscious mind in order to implant intentions for the trading session. The way we do this is by picking 3 to 4 intentions that come just off the top of our head, and we write them down in the past tense. Writing them down in the past tense allows our mind and allows our body to believe we are these things. So that during our trading session, when we come up to a fork in the road of a challenge, we can remember what we wrote, and it's much easier to choose the higher path. Another thing we add to our journaling is our secret spice of gratitude. So I'll read you out an example. I am so grateful that I waited patiently for my A+ setup today. Perfect. Written in the past tense, and we add gratitude to that intention. Got it? Cool. So take a minute now, we'll take a couple minutes now, and write down your intentions for the trading session. Please don't think too hard on them. God will send those intentions to you super easy now that we're in a relaxed state. Amazing. Okay, cool. So I'm done mine, but I'll give you all about another 40 seconds here to finish yours, and then we'll go over mine. Everybody done? Yeah! All right. Ooh. We'll go over mine. January 21st, pre market journal. I am so grateful for all the people I've met on my trading journey. These connections have helped me grow tremendously. Yeah. I am so grateful that I waited patiently for my A plus setup today. Yay! I am so grateful that I had the courage to execute my A plus setup and honor my take profit and stop loss. Yes, I am. And always, I like to write a little thank you, Samaya, for all your hard work and perseverance. Honestly, we don't thank ourselves enough. So the more that we can offer ourselves gratitude, even if it's just a little tiny message, the easier our journey becomes. And you might notice if you've been through a couple of these sessions that usually my intentions are the same. That's important because repetition is what creates a schedule. No. Repetition is what creates results. The more we repeat something, the easier it is to do it next time. So now that we've finished our journaling, we're going to get right into our prayer. The way that this works is we have 2 minutes for our prayer. The first minute, you're going to take alone in silence, and you're just going to thank yourself for the trading journey and for how far you've come. The second minute, I will lead us all in a 1-minute prayer. But take this time now and really offer yourself gratitude, please. Amazing. Give yourself a little pat on the back for taking this moment to offer yourself gratitude. I'd like to start by saying thank you to me and thank you to you for setting out on this journey of trading. Trading was put in your heart and trading was put in your mind because God knows that you have what it takes to be a successful trader and have ultimate control over your time and your freedom. It's not that you can't work a job. It's not that you can't find a good career. But it's that trading offers you that true freedom so that you may take the gifts that are in your heart and share them with the world. Sharing our gifts requires courage, and the more that we step into our courage and the more we take leaps of faith, the bigger God catches us. So don't be afraid to leap. Take that leap and leap knowing that you are caught in the arms of God. Thank you. Amazing. Perfect. So we are 10 minutes away now from market open. And the little topic I wanted to talk about is just something I've noticed in my trading. So yesterday during market open session, I had my bias, I had my zones marked out, I had my liquidity marked out. But I wasn't really convinced in any of the trades that were happening. So I just watched. And then after 11, I saw a really nice short opportunity, but I hesitated. And that short worked out. In watching that short work out, my mind was looking for any type of pullback, any type of setup that I could mold into my A plus setup and then take that trade. So as I was watching, as I was being patient, as I was watching my original trade play out, I saw an opportunity and I jumped in. In jumping in, I wasn't really taking an A plus setup. I was taking maybe an A setup. And that setup came against me and hit my stop loss. As it hit my stop loss, I had this flashback to all the other times that I saw my A plus setup and I hesitated. And I noticed that if I see a really good setup and I hesitate and it works out, it actually builds my confidence in a bad way. It builds my confidence to believe that I was right the first time, which means that I'll be right the second time. And honestly, seeing that so clear to me, so clear in my eyes, actually pinpointed an issue that I've been having with trading for a while. So it's not about whether you're right, and it's not about whether you're wrong. Being right doesn't mean that the trade hits your take profit, and being wrong doesn't mean that your trade hits your stop loss. What I need to do going forward is trust in my A plus setup and trust in taking it. And if I decide or if I hesitate, so I hesitated yesterday because it was outside the 9 to 11. I only trade 9:30 to 11 because then after that the volume goes down. So this trade was about at 11:15. And I hesitated and I didn't want to take it. And as I watched it play out, then I took another trade at I took the trade at maybe 11:30. So I technically broke my rules for being outside my trading window, but because that first one that I saw worked out, I tricked myself into believing that the second one would work out. But I have resolved to know that I'm only going to trade within my certain time frame. And if I see a setup that I hesitate on, I can't jump in. What I got to do is wait for a brand new setup to take. That is the best way to work with my psychology from what I've noticed. And I believe that implementing this rule will make me successful going forward. So that's what I'm going to do. Woo! And since I started my new eval, I've been very selective on my trades. I take one trade a day. So taking no trades a day is good too. Thank you. So now we're going to move into our breathing session. Our breathing session is meant to install a calm in our mind and a calm in our body for us to meet market open. So take a moment now and just breathe in through your nose, relax your body, and focus on your breath. Please do that while I go over the instructions. So the way that this works is we're going to breathe in through our nose for 7 seconds. And as we breathe in through our nose, we're going to imagine all the amazing and beautiful energy from Mother Nature supercharging our being. Imagine your body lighting up and glowing. And as you pull in all that energy, you're going to notice that the negativity and staleness will form in your stomach. As it forms on our out breath, we're going to breathe it all back to Mother Nature. Okay? Awesome. Let's go. In for 7. Hold for 2. And all that staleness out for 8. In for 7. Hold for 2. And all back to Mother Nature for 8. In for 7. Hold for 2. And out for 8. Last one. In for 7. Hold for 2. And out for 8. Amazing. Thank you for taking this time to invest in your trading mindset by connecting to your trading purpose and journaling with me. I really appreciate your presence, and I love that you've come here to work on expressing your gift. Now, go off, go trade. You have everything you need. You have all the skills, you have all the knowledge, and now your mind and body are primed with calmness to meet market open. I will see you guys all tomorrow. I love you very much. Bye.